What's the word, chat? It is game day. It is game day. Hop in here, chat. Get in here. We about to see how the Dallas Cowboys can make something shake today. So get in here, vibe out with me. Give me one moment, chat. Yes, sir. Chat, how we feeling today? How we feeling? It's game day. Come on, man. Put it in the chat. If you in here, I need a 1 in the chat. I need a 2 in the chat. If you're vibing out with me, if you with me, hit the like button. It's free. It's easy. It's easy to do. To just simply hit the like button. DC4L. Put it in the chat. And we go from there. It's that simple. How we feeling today, chat? I'm feeling good, man. I'm gonna tell y'all now, it's game day. I can't complain. You know, I do got some things to talk about with y'all today because, man, I'm gonna say this. You know, I really feel like the Dallas Cowboys and Trayvon Diggs is trending downward. It's not looking too swell for the Dallas Cowboys and Trayvon Diggs, in my opinion. Look like Patrick Mahomes just went down. Hold on, chat. But I really feel like that the Dallas Cowboys and Trayvon Diggs is about to come to an end, y'all. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, it's going to be hard to be able to find some room for this guy. I mean, not necessarily room, I should say, but like, I don't know. It's just feeling weird for Trayvon Diggs' situation. And it's really not feeling like that he want to be in Dallas. Like, I don't know, man. It's just something about Diggs, man, that's just not sitting right with me. I don't know if these guys are going to end up trading him, but I'm going to tell you now, Trayvon Diggs will not be playing tonight versus the Minnesota Vikings. They have ruled him out. He's ready to go, according to sources, multiple sources. He's ready to go, but he is not going to be playing. So I definitely think, you know, we got a long way to go with Trayvon Diggs because, man, he came back early, and I keep talking about him, but he came back early, man, and it wasn't right. And I feel like the Dallas Cowboys kind of fell him short. He got fined for not training with the Dallas Cowboys in his rehab and all that stuff, whatever it was. But it was a time that I thought Diggs would, he got paid, he got his money. And there was a time where I thought, is he going to be one of those guys that gets paid and he kind of just fade into the absence? Like, what is he going to be? Because if he is, then, hey, I mean, you be that way, my boy. But I'm going to tell you now, chat. I'm going to tell you now. Jerry will use this man and he will trade him. He will trade him, I'm telling you, if the matchup is right. I'm not sure it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. But I definitely think that Trayvon Diggs' future in Dallas is coming to an end. Like, we had him in his rookie year. We had all those years that at those few years that he led the league in interceptions. We've had a good time with Trayvon Diggs. We have. But it's just the relationship with me and what I'm seeing and the tactics that I'm seeing. I don't think that's going to work out for long. I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think it's going to work out. And it's like almost like Trayvon Diggs kind of lost interest once Michael Parsons got traded. Now, I'm just going to be quite honest. Once Michael Parsons got traded, I feel like Trayvon Diggs kind of just gave up. Like, not necessarily gave up, but like, I feel like his intensity wasn't there as it was when Michael Parsons was there. Let me tell you that now. That's just my opinion. So I definitely think going into next season or whatever, we might. I don't know, man. We might get rid of Diggs. We might trade Diggs, guys. Like, that's what I think. That's what I think personally. Now, will it happen? Who knows? We all know how Jerry Jones is, man. He'll do something wild. You know, ain't no telling. But I'm gonna say this, chat. Hold on. Let me fix this because this ain't. I don't like the way I look, chat. I don't think I'm liking the way that's looking. There we go. We're gonna leave it right there. Yeah. So, I definitely think, moving forward, Trayvon Diggs, he got to be able to come back in here and show us something, because when he was in there in the beginning of the season, he was getting cooked up. Trayvon Diggs was getting cooked up, point blank period. If you're in the building, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's free support. It's easy to do. We're live over on YouTube, TikTok. Come head on over there. We need the watch time. We are about like 40-something watch time hours away from getting YouTube partner. And if I can get some of y'all from over these other platforms to just go over to YouTube and touch it a little bit, hit that like button on a couple videos, hit that subscribe button on there, and then, watch a couple videos. Come watch a brother on YouTube. I'm telling you, we'll be there. And that's easy. So if you're in the TikTok chat, man, hop over on YouTube. I'll put the link not link, but in the comments right quick. Yes, sir. So, with that being said, y'all, the Dallas Cowboys tonight versus the Minnesota Vikings are favored. Okay. Now, J.J. McCarthy is back after an injury. We all know J.J. McCarthy is not playing too well. Now, what I'm going to say to you as Cowboy Nation and people that watch the game as entertainment today, do not put your money on the Dallas Cowboys, because for some reason we make quarterbacks look great. That's not been doing so great. So I definitely wouldn't put your money on it. We need to win. We do. We need to win. The Dallas Cowboys, this is a must-win situation. This is a must-win-out situation. The Philadelphia Eagles are soaring over the Las Vegas Raiders, so that's out of the picture for this week. So they have the Commanders next, and they got the Bills, and then they got the Commanders again. So we need them to lose against the Bills at least, and we need to win out. We're a game and a half behind Philadelphia Eagles, and it looks like the only way in is for us to keep winning and somebody to lose. So we're going to kind of go over. Let me see what the score slate looking like today, y'all. What the score slate's looking like. So Buffalo got it done against New England, 35-31. Jacksonville beat the Jets. Looks like the Chargers beat Kansas City. Kansas City, I believe Patrick Mahomes went down with an injury, if I'm not mistaken. And he said, let's get that dub tonight. You know it. You know it. Appreciate y'all popping in, showing some love. Get over there on YouTube. I appreciate you. He said, if by some miracle we win the playoffs, do you think Trayvon will play? That's possible. I definitely think that. Appreciate you popping in, Jay Mari. I appreciate that over on YouTube. But yeah, make sure you hit that like button too on your way in. It's easy, brother. Hit that like button right there. Hit that subscribe button if you ain't hit that button too. But yeah, I definitely think he plays. No, if we make a push for any type of playoffs, he has to play. In my opinion, guys, Trayvon Diggs, if we slip into any type of playoff contending type of week, I'm telling you now, if Trayvon Diggs is not ready, we're going to be sour on defense. So I feel like in a playoff situation, Diggs would definitely help the Dallas Cowboys defense just by his name being out there on the left side or the right side. I'm just going to be honest. That's in my opinion. He said, do you think it's unreasonable to say Diggs is done in Dallas? No, it's not unreasonable at all. I wish it was. I wish I couldn't. I wish I wouldn't have to say that. I wish I would not have to say it was unreasonable, but unfortunately, your time comes to an end. And I've said this when I first got on here. I feel like Trayvon Diggs' interest in the Dallas Cowboys faded away when they traded away Micah Parsons. Him and Micah Parsons were very, very tight. And I feel like I didn't see anything from him in the first half of that season when he was back. No matter if he was at 100% in his injury or not, or if he wasn't at 100% in his injury or not, I think that the Dallas Cowboys by far betrayed him as far as his injury and his rehabbing. Like, he should have been better rehabbed. And yeah, I told you, he went off and he did some rehabbing in another state and got fined for that by the Dallas Cowboys. So I don't know what the issue is, but there's some type of issue between the Dallas Cowboys and Trayvon Diggs. He's ready to go. He said he feels good. He's ready to go, but you're not playing him. Something's not right. Something's not right at all, guys. So who else? Houston beat Arizona. Okay. Washington beat New York. Indiana then about to play. Chicago beat Cleveland, of course. That's really it. Philly ended up winning. I know they did. Yeah, 31-0. That wasn't even a question. It is what it is with that. But yeah, like I said, guys, we prime time tonight. There's some good games coming on here shortly. But I definitely think, the Dallas Cowboys, we got to handle business tonight. We prime time against the Minnesota Vikings. We're at home. We're in a situation where we need to win out and finish 10-6-1 and try to make the playoffs. But at this point, guys, we have to win at all possibilities. At this point, there's not no, let's not do that. Let's stay safe. No, you need to win the football game. Fourth downs, we need to be going for them. 4th and 1s, 4th and 2s, we need to be going for them, unfortunately. Depending on the field position and the way the game is going, we need to be going for them. I'm going to be honest. And this time, guys, I'm going to stand on this, guys. We cannot continue to depend on Brandon Aubrey. Now, Brandon Aubrey is a great kicker. We need him in the back of our pocket, of course. But what I'm trying to say is, his last game versus the Detroit Lions, Brandon Aubrey kicked a total of 5 field goals, one being 63 yards. You put your offense back out on that field 4 of those 5 times, because the 63 yard is pretty far. And I give that. I give or take that. But 4 times, put my offense back out there 4 times. And you telling me you couldn't get into the end zone 1 or 2 of those times. We can't have that. We can't have that if we're going to slip into the playoffs. We can't have that if we're going to slip into the playoffs and try to make a run. We can't have none of that. From here on out, there's no more slip-ups. There's no more personal fouls, penalties, and I'm telling all that's going to hurt us from here on out. We're shooting ourselves in the foot, and we're going to continue to shoot ourselves in the foot if we can't get it together. It's just the way it is, guys. So if y'all think otherwise, and if you don't think otherwise, let me know, man, because we're in a must-win situation. Philly won today. I want to win today. Keep it a buck. Philly win today. I want to win today. We got to stay a game and a half behind. We got to stay right at that cusp. Because if we right at that cusp, I'm telling you right now, don't slip up against you know who. So I need Detroit to lose today. Detroit got to lose. We need all them teams that's above the Dallas Cowboys in the playoff contention to lose. Now, if you are in the chat, make sure you hit the like button. It's free support. It's easy. Hit that like button. Shan said Diggs need to be ready. He sure do. Man, I mean, he need to be ready. So let's go through these injuries right quick, chat. I mean, so right now we looking at, let me see. Look at these injuries right quick. Y'all got to be able to look at these injuries with me, gang. All right, so. Okay, so it looks like, so Luke is listed as questionable. I'm not Luke, but Jake is listed as questionable. So with Jake listed as questionable, I definitely think Brevin Spanford, this is your time. Luke Schoonmaker, we all know. Now, I'm gonna tell you now, Luke Schoonmaker ain't gonna do jive. He ain't doing nothing. Luke Schoonmaker ain't doing nothing. It ain't happening. And that's in my opinion. Because every time I've looked Luke Schoonmaker's way, I've held my breath, thinking he's going to drop the ball, thinking he's going to whiff a block, and so on and so forth. So now they do have Luke Schoonmaker listed as second, Brevin Spanford listed as third, but I definitely think Brevin Spanford needs to get an opportunity today. They need to be able to work him in and show him show something, because I think he's nice, and I've been hearing a lot about him, you know. So, and I've seen a few plays that he's caught the ball, and I'm like, bro, went up and got that. Okay, well, let's see if you could do it down the middle of the field with a special Dak Prescott pass over the head of a defender, and see if you can catch it. Because Jake Ferguson, sometimes he catches, sometimes he don't. So if Brevin Spanford can get that opportunity and we can see him excel and make them type of catches, then hey, I'm with it. I'm with bro being in Dallas. I'm with bro getting more PT. But he gotta be able to make those. He gotta be able to make those plays, man. He has to. Appreciate everybody stopping in and showing some love, guys. I can't stress it enough. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. It's easy. And it's simple. It's that simple. Yeah. And, I like that. 772 on TikTok stated, Flo took over for Tolbert. And if you want me to be honest, I haven't seen Tolbert. And I love that. I absolutely love that. I'm glad they finally realized that. Now they need to realize that Luke Schoonmaker needs to bounce. He needs to go. Hopefully that's next. I hope that's next. Because we all know Jalen Tolbert was a liability sometimes. Bro was a liability. He ain't off the team or nothing, but I'm pretty sure he's still going to get worked in. But it's just, we don't see him much. We don't see him much. And I'm kind of happy about that. So it looked like Tyler Guyton's out. So we will be with Nate Thomas again. So Nate Thomas, we all know he had a very, very tough game against Aiden Hutchinson in that Detroit defensive line, allowing 5 sacks last game. So I don't know, man. We got to be able to protect Dak tonight. There's no ifs, ands, buts about tonight. Tonight has to be the night that Dak is protected 100%. And these guys hone in on who's blitzing. They know who's stunting. And they know the right guy to pick up. It can't be a time where we're looking inside and the guys on the outside and we just whiff on the block. Because I've seen Nate Thomas do it. I mean, I've sat on my couch and watched him do it. He did it. Yeah, he did it. Appreciate everybody stopping by on YouTube, but appreciate the love. But yeah, if y'all new on TikTok, make sure y'all head over to that YouTube. Go ahead and head over there. But yeah, man, I just, our defense needs to come to play. And Jake Ferguson is questionable. So Luke Schoonmaker probably will get to start and they're working Brevin Spanford. Defense looking healthy. It's looking better. Jadeveon Clowney's still listed as questionable. Josh Butler's still out. We have not seen him. Wanye Thomas is still out with migraine issue. He's over there listed. We're off your screen there at third. So I definitely think the Dallas Cowboys defense, they need to come ready to play too. Now, I've seen some good things out of Sam Williams. I've seen some better things. I've seen some good things from Donovan. I've seen some good things from all of these guys. But that last performance against the Detroit Lions, that was not it, guys. Now, now mind you that the Dallas Cowboys, we held 3 opponents, the Las Vegas Raiders, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the defending Super Bowl champions Philadelphia Eagles to a total of 77 rush yards over the span of 3 games. And then we go into Detroit and we allow Jamar Gibbs to just get loose on the outside and on screen plays and not pursuit to the ball because we are not worthy of pursuing to the ball in a correct manner where we can tackle the ball carrier. We just don't do that in Dallas for some odd reason. It's like they don't even practice that drill. Because I told y'all, in high school, we practiced the drill. Do the ball up, wherever it landed, you pursuit to the ball. And the rep ain't over until everybody get there. That means that's holding accountability for these players and pursuing to the football. It's that simple. If we could pursue to the football, this defense would be a lot better, in my opinion. And they have some will and some want to behind actually like finding a ball carrier and just, you know, like that's just how I feel. You know, I definitely feel like this defense needs some work. You know, our linebacking core is not that great. It's not that great. You know, we went and got Logan Wilson and mind you, you know, Logan Wilson, he get caught shuffling too much. He get caught shuffling in his feet too much, in my opinion. So, you know, if the Dallas Cowboys can simply get some help on this linebacking core, this linebacker room, it will be a different defense to be reckoned with. I definitely think so. So if we can get that to change and possibly make something happen, we in there. It's that simple. Yep, how about him? Yes, Diggs is still out. Diggs is healthy, man. Diggs is healthy, is what they're saying. They're saying Diggs is healthy. They're saying Diggs is the best he ever felt, but they're withholding him out. They're sidelining him. Something's not right. I'm going to tell you now, something is not right in Dallas with Trayvon Diggs in Dallas. I said this at the beginning of the show, and I'm going to stand on that. Something isn't right. This relationship is souring. I'm going to tell you now, if something is wrong, ain't no way in the world I got a star cornerback that I paid a few years ago and that led the league in interceptions and all this other jab. And you healthy, and I'm not putting you out on that field. Come on. He said they're giving him the Parsons treatment. I mean, at this point, that's how it feels. That's how it feels. It is. But what I can say is, how long is Dallas going to do this to these players? Like, I get it. Jerry Jones, you this is your team. How long are we going to continue to do players like this? Pay them. Let them do good for 2-3 years, and then they just diminish. Just like Ezekiel Elliott. I say it. Just like Ezekiel Elliott. Great running back. Great running back. Good at what he does. Look at him. Got all that money. All that money to just retire and not win anything. Let's be honest. When is Dallas going to stop? When is Dallas going to stop paying these players all this dang on money and realize that we need to win some Super Bowls? These players need to be about winning, not about money. I know the money, hey, the money going to be there. You're going to get paid. I'm not saying you're not going to get paid. I'm not saying pay these players less. But some of them do need to be paid less. Based on their performance. He said he's been penny pinches for 30 years. Tell you, great example. 772. Eugene, he said, look what he did to Cooper. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Terrell Owens, Dez Bryant. It's the same. He was doing that back with Deion Sanders and Emmitt Smith. Guys, let's go play some football. At this point, The way Jerry's running everything, let's go play some football. Let's use this as entertainment, and let's keep it pushing because we all know the Dallas Cowboys going to be the Dallas Cowboys, and they're going to Dallas Cowboy eventually. I love them to death. This is my team, DC4L, but we going to Dallas Cowboys something eventually. We're going to have that little hoop and holler moment, and that was our 3-game win streak. How can we turn this today around and it went out and then possibly sneak in the playoffs and really punch somebody in the mouth in the playoffs and surprise them? How can that happen? The Dallas Cowboys we've been through the ringer today. Through the ringer this season. Up and down, up and down. First game of the season starts hot. Defending Super Bowl champions. We in Philly. CeeDee Lamb drops multiple passes. Could have beat him. Defense diminishes for 4 weeks. Their defense non-existent. 4 or 5 weeks. Defense non-existent. You trade away one of the best players on your defensive side of the ball. One of your players ended up passing away due to mental health. You win 3 games in a row, allowing 3 opponents only 77 total rush yards. You turn around. You hold Jamar Gibbs to about 50 rush yards, but you let him expose you on the perimeter of your defense by screen plays and zone plays. How is this story going to end for the Dallas Cowboys, chat? How is it going to end? Is it going to end in a couch moment? Are we going to be right on the couch? That's what it's looking like. I'm hoping not, but that's what it's looking like. We're going to be right on the couch, relaxing, planning our next trip to Cabo. That's what it's looking like. So that brings me to my next point. Agent Zero is officially off of snap count. Now, I heard last week from sources that Agent Zero has been on the snap count for a minute. He has, for a few games now. Ever since he's been back, he's been on the snap count. Now he is not on the snap count, and I am ready to see this guy implode. And what I mean by that is I'm ready to see this guy every snap, every play, what he's doing. Will he be the leader for this defense? I made a video the other day. If you didn't see it, go on YouTube and look at my recent video. Who is the leader on this dang on defense? Like, I don't care. Yes, we got Quinnen Williams. We got Osu. We got Kenny. We got some people. But you, as Cowboy Nation right now, can y'all tell me in the chat who, if you are a Dallas Cowboy fan and you're watching this stream right now, tell me, who is the leader on the defensive side of the ball? Who is the leader on the defensive side of the ball for the Dallas Cowboys? If you are a Dallas Cowboy fan, even if you ain't a Dallas Cowboy fan, you watch the Dallas Cowboys play. Who's the leader? Put it in the chat. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Look. First one said, bro, I really don't know who the leader is. Somebody said, Dak, that ain't the defensive side of the ball, brother. Try again. Williams stepped up, but he hasn't been here long. So you saying Williams? Big Q. Big Q seems like it, but he need more game. Okay, so that's all I've been hearing is Quinnen Williams. How in the world does a brand new guy that just came to Dallas, not 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and he your leader on the defense? You tell me how that worked. Where is the leadership in this team, period, is the whole point behind my question. Where is the leadership in this whole team? Yes, Dak, he can lead the offense. Yes, he can lead the team. He can speak, but I guarantee you, I swear, like when I was little, When you watch the NFL, you knew who that defensive leader was. When Ray Lewis was on the field, you knew Ray Lewis was running the defense. The defense ran through him. There's not none of that. There ain't none of that. You looking on that field, you like, yeah, he going to be by the ball every single time. He going to be right there every single time. There ain't none of that on our defense. You can say that about Big Q. You can say, yeah, I love Quentin Williams. I love what he's doing. But I unfortunately, in my opinion, the Dallas Cowboys defense does not have a leader, a definitive leader. If you're saying Big Q and Quentin Williams is our leader, that's not no dang on leader. He just got to Dallas literally a month and a half ago. Somewhere around there. We need a leader on this defense side of the ball. Badly. Badly. If we can get a leader on this side of the ball, guys, the Dallas Cowboys will wreak havoc in the NFL. Do you see how DeMarcus Lawrence left the Dallas Cowboys? Micah Parsons left the Dallas. Do you forget that these two were on the same team? And we still couldn't win. We still couldn't stop the run. We still couldn't stop the run, chat. He said the leader should be the linebacker. So I think we need a ball hawking safety. Exactly. We don't have that. We have not seen no ball hawking, head hunting, safety or linebacker in Dallas in years. I'm talking about those linebackers and those safeties that just they tracking the ball every which way. They pursuing to the ball with reckless intentions. To just tear your head up. We don't have that in Dallas. It's just like, oh, I'm going to tackle you and we're going to go to the next play. Can we be rough? Guys, where's the physicality? And if you want me to be honest, when I listen to these interviews and I listen to these interviews of these players, I don't really hear them talk about physicality. Yeah, the coach may preach it. The coach may preach that. That may be the term for the week practice. It's physicality. But you telling me y'all see physicality about out the Dallas Cowboys every week? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you now, I don't. I see it one game, and then I don't see it the next game, and then I see a bunch of undisciplined, filthy, rich football players out there playing. It's what I mean, if you want to be honest. Flags everywhere. George Pickens holding. Going, running into players, causing picks. Jake Ferguson holding. Offensive line can't block, can't pick up a stunt. Come on now, guys. Physicality is key in football. This ain't basketball. Yeah, you could be physical in basketball. You can say physicality in basketball, but it does not, nearly mean the same when you say it in football terms. Physicality in football terms is literal, physical. Put your hands on somebody, move them out the way. Get off a block. Absolutely get off a block and go make the tackle. Let me see that replay. And them commentators highlighting our linebacker for getting off a block and making the tackle all at once. I don't see that. We don't see that in Dallas. We don't get that in Dallas. Jerry said, hey, we can't have that in Dallas. We don't need that type of physicality in Dallas. Because if you want to be honest, at this point, Dallas need a bunch of George Pickens running around. What else is going to change the want to and the will to win instead of the want to and the will to get a paycheck? Because I don't care what you're talking about. My Dak Prescott, 10 years, he's $60 million a year. Broken all these records and still ain't won a Super Bowl. Point blank period. That's the truth. That is 100% the truth. I'm not sugarcoating that. I know that. The same thing with Tony Romo. When y'all gonna realize in Dallas They're breaking all these records, having all these MVPs, doing this and that and the third. Don't mean nothing when you ain't got rings. Yeah, we got rings, but that's been a while. We all know that's been a while. Jay Martin said, get rid of Fluss and hire Flores from the Vikings. Hire a creative offensive coordinator and let Shotty do his job as a head coach. Now, I like that because that brings me to another point right quick. Why? I don't understand why these head coaches want to call plays too. Hold on, 772. Oh, he said those rings are from a different era. We here now. Yeah, but I mean they're rings. It don't matter. Why does the head coaches want to call the plays? I swear when I said something, saying times have changed in football. Because when I was growing up, there was a coach for every position. There was a coach for, yes, they still have that. Don't get me wrong. Because we still got, what was it, Clayton Adams, I believe. But he sit up in the box. But Shotty calling the plays. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. So y'all, I mean, I get it. Some coaches want to take control. They want to be control of the ship. But let's be honest. Would it be better for just coaches to coach? Because last time I checked, I looked in Philly. I swear Nick Sirianni just coaches. He's a head coach. So he does head coach things. He doesn't call the plays. Am I mistaken, chat? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, Andy Reid, he called his plays. But his time is gone. His time is gone. But I swear Nick Sirianni, he just head coaches. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Let me know if I'm wrong. Nick Sirianni just coaches, right? He don't call plays. He said if Shotty gave up play calling, he could be able to talk to Fluss on a regular basis. He said, you're right. Exactly. So I'm confused on these teams, man, that have the head coaches calling the plays. And it's been like that in Dallas for the past like 3-4 years. When Mike McCarthy, he was there, guess what he was doing? Chat. Y'all better be looking at a paper. Showing the plays. Plays right here, chat. Finally, Shotty got smart. He just put the logo on there. So I'm going to put the star right there. But my thing is like, why does the head coach have to call the plays in Dallas? I'm not against Shotty calling the plays. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. I'm not saying none of that. Because the last time I checked, when Kellen Moore was in Dallas, yeah, we had our offensive issues, but boy, we was lighting scoreboards up. We was lighting yardage up. We was lighting everything up. Can we get back to a point in Dallas where we have a specific offensive coordinator that calls the plays and not the head coach? Can we let the head coach do head coach things? Can we let the head coach be the guy that needs to get the defensive coordinator in line and the offensive coordinator in line? Or does it have to always be the head coach calling the plays? If Shotty gave up play calling, he could be able to talk to Fluss on a regular. Yeah, I already read that. But yeah, 100% correct. Cowboys been done. We know that. We just don't hear. I'm a diehard fan, so I'm gonna keep it real. And this is the real. We gotta win today. We gotta have people to lose, or we gonna be planning our next trip. Everybody gonna be planning their next trip with their family. Because we're gonna be right back in off season. We're gonna be looking at the draft. We're gonna be making draft videos about these college players and who we need to get. So that brings me to one of my last points, guys. We got about 10 more minutes. Shavon Revell Jr. Now, I'm going to bring him up for the simple fact that I think that Shavon Revell Jr. he needs more PT. Yes. But it was this one play against the Lions. That brother, I mean, he got caught in his back pedal. Like, why are you in your back pedal so long? It was that touchdown I forgot his name on Detroit. I think it's number 18. They threw a touchdown, and Jared Goff threw it right over Savon Ravel. I mean, if Savon Ravel would have been, 2 steps back or not been caught in his back pedal, it would have been an interception. So, with the addition of Savon Ravel and the expectations that we had, and it really wasn't even expectations because we all knew that he was coming off an injury. And maybe next year he can have more of a big of an impact. But Savon Ravel, we need to be able to work this man in correctly. Now he's more of a man player, and on that particular play, he was in zone, and that's one thing about our cornerbacks and our defensive coordinator. Are we ever going to get to a point that we figure out the difference between man and zone and what our strengths and weaknesses are? Now, I'm not saying that they don't know their strengths and weaknesses, and I know they probably know that because they probably called zone and they needed to be in zone on that play. But how in the world can we keep Savon Ravel in there and make some plays? Because I know he can make some plays. Savon Ravel is a bigger upside guy. Let me see. Pretty sure he's a bigger upside guy. Pretty sure. Yeah, 6'1", 194. So he's not too crazy big, but he's a bigger upside guy. We're 5.5 point favorite tonight. We need to get the dub, is what I'm going to tell y'all today. We have to get the W today. Detroit is leading in Los Angeles 7-0. So we need a lot of different things to work in our favor moving forward, guys. Like I said, Savon Ravel needs more snaps. I'm glad Agent Zero is off of snap count. I'm happy about that. That is great. I'm also happy, very, very happy, that everyone on the defensive side of the ball is finally getting healthy. They're finally getting healthy. So if everyone is getting healthy, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Somebody over in YouTube said we need to handle we need to no huddle the first 2 drives. It don't matter to me. I don't care how it's done, chat. I don't. At this point, I don't care how it's done. Go win the football game. Go win the football game. Put your foot on the gas and don't let up on the gas. It's that simple. If we get ahead of this team 14-0, don't put your foot on the brake. Don't start shooting yourself in the foot with bad penalties. Just keep your foot on the gas and stay disciplined. Just keep our hands on the inside. Limit holding calls. Let's break with our Zebra on the right break, our cornerback, so we can limit defensive pass interference calls. We got to be able to sustain and be great, guys. We have to. It's the only way that the Dallas Cowboys is going to be able to win this game today. Now, I'm not saying that the Vikings is just a good team, but I'm going to end my show off with this. And I mean this, because I'll show you. Aaron Jones, he loved playing the Dallas Cowboys. He loved playing it. They are going to run this rock like they never ran it before. And you mark my words, so you remember this, chat. If you in here and you watching, Aaron Jones, he loves running against the Dallas Cowboys. I'm telling you, he emerges against us every single time. He has a great game. 2023, when he was with the Green Bay Packers, bro lit us up. I'm telling y'all. We got to watch Aaron Jones. We can't let him get whatever he wants. We just cannot let him do it. We can't let him do it, chat. We can't let him do it. We let him do it, it's a wrap. Might as well go ahead and say yeah. Bye-bye. Get ready to pack your bags. I'm telling you, he said they for sure going outside. I'm telling you. Bro, watch. Bow. Boop. Aaron for 15. Taxing his leg. I'm telling you what, I know how Aaron Jones runs against the Dallas Cowboys. I'm telling you. And if they don't, they got bad coaching. If they don't run the outside zones and they don't run in between the tackles and mix it up with Aaron Jones because they know Aaron Jones is good against the Dallas, I'm telling you, they ain't got good coaches. But good point, Jeffrey. Good point. Because they absolutely love to blitz. How can our offensive line be ready for the stunts and the blitz? We bet not leave a free hanger. Because, man, oh, man, Dak Prescott might fumble. So all I got to say is be on your P's and Q's. But, Dak, you better sense that pressure. You better get rid of the ball because we all know Dak tends to hold on to the ball too long. Why? I don't know. He keep holding on to the ball too long. Just like he got saved by the bell talking about his body was outside the lines against the Lions game for the safety. Why are you holding on to that ball so long? I don't understand it. Quit holding on to the ball so long. Throw it away. Give us a second shot. Let's not give up unnecessary points. And let's block for Dak, man. We can't be giving up no 5 sacks, chat. We give up 5 sacks again tonight. Yeah, we probably ain't winning. We give up 5 sacks and win, I'd be highly surprised. Tell you that right now. Highly surprised. Because that means our defense did something. That means our defense did something very, very good. I mean, very good. So, I don't know, man. Finally, you know, we're at a point where we're sitting at 500, 6-6-1. And the critics said we would be right below 500. And that's what we're looking like if we can't win tonight. So, it's going to be a tough one for Dallas. Any game from here on out I feel like is a tough one because we ain't out of it. We're not out of it. We're not out of the playoff contention yet. So there's been teams that's been eliminated, and we're not one of them. We're still in it. So we have to go win these football games, play physical football. It starts up front. Protect Dak Prescott. Please protect Dak Prescott today. Give him time to cook. Give him time to be able to do what he needs to do. Javonte Williams, I need 100 yards out of you tonight. I need 100 yards out of you tonight, and I need a couple touchdowns from you tonight. Would be nice. So my final prediction for tonight's game, guys, I'm definitely think the Cowboys take this one. Now, I say this, and I hope I'm wrong, but I really think this might be a low-scoring game, y'all. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like there is going to be something in this game that's going to be wild that happen. So I'm not sure what it is, but I have that feeling, and I'm telling y'all now, the Dallas Cowboys wasn't winning this by a score of 20-17. I'm just going to put it that way, and I hope I'm wrong. I said I hope I'm wrong. I hope we put up 33, 40 against these cats. I hope we do. But if we don't, 20-17, Brandon Aubrey might have to win it for us because our offense somehow can't get it figured out. I hope not. Hope that's not the case. But I do see the Dallas Cowboys coming out on top tonight and winning for sure. So, y'all let me know y'all predictions in the chat. Once again, I appreciate everybody stopping by, showing some love. If you did not hit that like button, what are you doing? It's simple. It's free. It's easy. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the share button if you want to. It's up to you, wherever you want to share it. You ain't got to. I ain't asked for all that. But at least the like button and the subscribe button. That's the least you could do, especially if you've been sitting here watching. I appreciate everybody. He said, no, y'all losing. Oh, elaborate. Elaborate. Before I get up off of here, elaborate, man. Elaborate. Why you think we losing against the Minnesota Vikings? Why you think we losing? I want to hear. Appreciate that follow, E. Why you think we losing, man? Hold on, where you at? He said we losing, chat. He said we losing. So we, you know what?
You ain't lying.
Hey, I ain't letting them ruin my night. So I've been had that in the back of my
You
head.
ain't lying.
He might. Hey, I ain't even gonna speak it into existence. But my boys better be ready to play, or it's gonna be ugly. It might get out of hand, y'all. He said penalties need to be worked on. These third down penalties are frustrating. We need to. I'm telling y'all gonna get me on a whole nother rant because the penalties by far. Now, don't get me wrong. We're doing better than I feel like we're doing better than we have been. I mean, by far. When we were under Mike McCarthy, oh man, I couldn't imagine. Every time they hiked the ball was a penalty. It felt like penalty here, penalty there, penalty here, penalty there. So we got to be able to eliminate penalties. Y'all have a great point. Man, that is 100% the truth. The penalties will kill you every time. I mean, it will kill a drive. It's a drive stopper. It's everything. Penalties on special teams. It will kill you every single time. Penalties, penalties, penalties. We have to limit them. But that all goes back to discipline. Penalties are discipline, point blank, period. Eliminate penalties. We are a whole different team. Whew, I like that. I like that. Because I guarantee you matter of fact, before I get off here, this is the last thing I got to find out. When has the Dallas Cowboys This is what I wanted to know right here, chat. The Dallas Cowboys least, the Dallas Cowboys least penalized game in the 2025 season was their week 1 game against the Philadelphia Eagles, where they had only 4 penalties for 42 yards. We need to get back to that. This was noted as a significant improvement in team discipline compared to previous seasons. So we're doing a lot better. I mean, a lot better than we're used to. But it's still there. It's still like hanging in the mist of these penalties. It's hanging in the mist. And in that week 1 matchup, I'm going to tell you now, if we would have came out on top on that week 1 match, you wouldn't have been able to tell me nothing. We would have been talking about, I would have had a whole different energy about my team. Because of how they played. And I knew it was in them. But this is what we need to get back to. 4 penalties for 42 yards. Yes, penalties. But that's how much we need to limit them, chat. That's how much we need to limit them. So, what's the word over there on YouTube? I appreciate you popping in. He said, hi, KC's. What's up, brother? How we feeling today? Yes, sir. What's up, Joseph? He said, go Cowboys. You know it. Man, DC4L, you see I'm still here today. I'm still here. Win, lose, or draw. We sitting at 500, 6-6-1, and we right here. Could be better, though. Could be better. Could be a lot better, Could be a lot better. But unfortunately, we're here, and we just, go with the basking ambience, But I appreciate everybody stopping by, showing some love. On your way out, hit that like button, double tap your screen, whatever you got to do. Until next time, deuces.